If you really want me on your team, here's my approach. You want first place? Come play with me. You want second place? Go somewhere else. I used to watch the greats play, study their moves, and ask myself, can I reach that level? I didn't know, but I was determined to find out. Everything I did was aimed at improving my skills, every single thing. When you have that mindset, the world becomes your library, giving you exactly the knowledge you need because you know what you're looking for. People often talk about work ethic, but what did it actually look like for me? Well, it was every day. For 20 years, it was an ongoing process of understanding strengths and weaknesses. My vertical jump wasn't extraordinary. My hands were big but not massive. I had to find ways to strengthen them, refine my skills, and rely on angles and technique. Because natural talent only takes you so far. I loved the process. Studying the game became my constant companion. Mentally, I created a switch, just like an actor becoming a character on set. I would enter my training or practice and fully immerse myself. When I was in that zone, I didn't want distractions, just focus. Over time, I developed mental toughness by facing reality. Mistakes happen. Embarrassment happens. It's not about you. It's about solving the problem. I missed shots. I analyzed why, realized my legs weren't conditioned for a grueling schedule, and prepared better for the next season. I also sought out the best. I called it climbing greatness mountain. I learned from legends, asking questions, absorbing their approach, their level of detail, and their obsession. Some players had passion but didn't commit fully. For me, it was a choice. Prioritize the game above all else. Relationships with friends and family sometimes suffered, but those who mattered understood. When I returned, we picked up where we left off, but I never wanted to live with regrets about not giving everything to my craft. Even when injuries hit, like a major Achilles tear during a critical playoff game, I stayed focused. I knew as a parent, a professional, a competitor, I had to set the example. Obstacles wouldn't define me. I chose how to face them. That same intensity I applied to business ventures later on. I evaluate opportunities based on understanding the business, barriers to entry, the people behind it, and whether the culture encourages excellence. I don't settle for I can do this projects. I go after the challenges that make me or my team push boundaries and discover new potential. Today, my role is guiding others. I surround myself with obsessives, pushing them to be the best they can be, holding them accountable, challenging them to grow. Through focus, discipline, and relentless pursuit of mastery, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Even after reaching great heights, the journey never stops. Every day is an opportunity to learn, to sharpen, to improve. I still study the game, still analyze every detail because mastery isn't a destination. It's a process. You measure yourself not by where you are, but by how much closer you get to your potential every single day. Discipline is everything. When I think about pressure, I see it as clarity. Pressure shows you where you need to focus. It's not something to fear. It's a tool to elevate your performance. I trained my mind to embrace it, to see challenges as a chance to grow. Every tough moment, every setback, every injury, they all became part of the blueprint for improvement. It's the daily grind that separates good from great. I understood that my body, my skills, my mind, everything had to be in peak condition to perform consistently at the highest level. I studied mechanics, practiced endlessly, and refined techniques. I worked on what I could control, accepted what I couldn't, and never lost sight of the goal. Mentally, I built resilience by detaching from ego. Mistakes, criticism, losses, they don't define you. What defines you is how you respond. You analyze, adjust, and move forward. That mindset carried me not just on the court, but in business, in life, in everything I pursued. And now, when leading a team, it's about inspiring that same obsession and focus in others. It's about finding the people who challenge themselves, who push beyond limits, who refuse to settle for average. I create an environment where curiosity and dedication meet, where greatness becomes inevitable because everyone is willing to give their all. The lesson is simple. Greatness demands relentless effort, absolute focus, and unwavering resilience. It's not about talent alone, it's about obsession, preparation, and the courage to face every obstacle head on. And if you commit to that, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Even when setbacks hit hard, the mindset stays unshaken. Injuries, losses, or unexpected challenges, none of it defines you. It's about how you respond, how you take control, and how you keep moving forward. After surgery, after long months of rehab, I focused on recovery with the same obsession I had for training. Every day became a step toward returning stronger, smarter, and more determined. Being a parent added another layer to that focus. You realize your example matters, and you can't let fear or pain dictate your actions. My kids watched me navigate obstacles, and I wanted them to see resilience in action, not just words. I set the tone. Obstacles exist, but they do not define you. Even off the court, that intensity carried over into every venture. Whether it's business, creative projects, or leading a team, I look for people who share that same hunger. People who are willing to face uncertainty, embrace challenges, and push themselves beyond comfort. That's where extraordinary results come from: obsession with excellence, attention to detail, and refusing to settle. Through all of it, one thing remained constant: the love for the craft, the thrill of growth, and the drive to be the best version of myself. That's the principle I live by: commit fully, embrace the challenge, and never let anything stand in the way of becoming greater than you were yesterday. Looking back, it all comes down to choices. Every decision, every sacrifice, every hour spent in the gym or studying the game mattered. I chose the hard path because I wanted no regrets, no what ifs when I retired. I wanted to know I gave everything, left nothing on the table. Even in business and creative ventures, the same principle applies. Surround yourself with people who are obsessives, who demand excellence, who challenge themselves every day. Focus on details, embrace challenges, and never settle. Growth comes from discomfort, from facing the unknown and pushing beyond limits. Success isn't a moment, it's a lifestyle. It's about preparation, discipline, and relentless pursuit of mastery. It's about showing up, performing, and holding yourself accountable to a standard higher than anyone else expects. And that's the key. Commit fully, embrace the struggle, and understand that greatness is not given, it's earned. Every day, every action, every choice builds the foundation for achieving more than you ever thought possible. That's how you reach the highest level, and that's how you leave a legacy that lasts.